through the pitch session with the Blackfinch team was a bit nerve-wracking because we'd never been involved in such a rigorous pitch session with an investor before. It lasted for about 4 hours and there was literally no stone left unturned. And I think it was a real deep dive into our business and a really great way to get to know a business and a lot about it in a relatively short space of time.
After my first pitch, then we had a really long sessions. I think Blackfinch is very famous to have long sessions. I had it for 3 or 4 hours for them to really understand what is TransferBot all about, what is our vision, and what's our business plan going forward. I feel those long sessions are really helpful. Not only help us to challenge our idea, but also allow Blackfinch to truly understand what we're about.
We found the 4-hour pitch session very helpful. It could have been daunting, but in hindsight, it was very, very helpful. So Blackfinch took the time to go through things in detail, from finance to sales to technology to our operations.
I can't tell you the amount of times that I speak with investors and then they don't understand our market, they don't understand what we're doing, and unfortunately it's a waste of time for us and it's a waste of time for them. Blackfinch aren't like that. They're very considerate of all of the founders' times, and that's really important in terms of creating great deal flow and supporting founders like myself in helping to grow our business rather than focusing all on fundraising.
Blackfinch compare very favourably to other VC firms we've met and worked with. They were very persuasive during the investment process, keen to do the deal, and that came through, and their enthusiasm won us over.
I'd say that the Blackfinch team have got a real strength in their people. So not just Ruben, but also Nick, who's our board observer. But actually everyone else we've met, the people have a very different approach to a number of the other investment firms we work with.
After the investment process, one of the key things that we have got from Blackfinch is the ability to look at scaling as a science and as a data-backed activity.
Since we first took our investment from Blackfinch over 2 years ago, we've had great support from the investment team. And we've been through some really interesting changes, which Blackfinch have been pivotal in helping us navigate through. So a really good example is our move towards being heavily focused on enterprise B2B. And without the support of Blackfinch's investment team, and also in particular their technical understanding of both our product and also our markets, it wouldn't have been possible for us to get to where we are today.
The Blackfinch team have been very supportive since the investment, in particular Ruben Wilcock, who joined the board of our company. He's always available for us whenever we want to ask questions and provides positive input.
One thing Blackfinch really stand out is that they would recruit a industry expert who will sit on the board representing Blackfinch. That special expertise in the industry really provide a lot of beneficial intelligence for us, really help us to shape our plan, grow the business.
Ashley Unit is our non-exec director from Blackfinch, and he's an absolute delight to work with. The level of details that Ashley gets into in terms of building the product, building the company, scaling the business, going after enterprise customers is unparalleled. The level of coaching and the level of directional guidance we get from Ashley has really impacted CompareSoft. So to give you an example there, we grew by 5 times in the last 12 months with Ashley's guidance and coaching.
Whilst a lot of these investors that we were having discussions with said to us that our best option was to bunker down and weather the storm, we spoke with Blackfinch and said, look, we think that there's an opportunity here. And Blackfinch, as an existing investor, bought into that opportunity and that vision. And between both us and Blackfinch, we had a period of a very intense 3 months, and then further supported by that isolation intern project that they put on, we were able to release a new product within 4 months that was able to aid social distancing. This allowed us to increase revenues by over 20 times throughout 2020, enabled us to restart all of those trials, and most importantly, we were able to continue to scale the business through the pandemic.
We had the opportunity to work with a number of companies, and we chose Blackfinch, not because any of the other companies weren't capable, but we felt that Blackfinch had more hunger, and they also had a real passion for us and our business and the area that we work in.